Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome into WWC. Meteorite action this morning. Oh, I should have grabbed myself another cup of coffee before I got into this. All right, should be starting in another minute. Let's hop over. Let's get ready to. Do I have the anything? I don't know. Okay. Too busy last night to do Meteorite, so I will do it today. Typically, I don't do both Meteorites. By the way, not sure how you all play it, but once I fill and get all the rewards for Meteorite, I don't know. Sometimes when I'm on, I'll admit, being stronger, you get sucked in to doing Meteorite because you see people like attacking your team and stuff, and you. Oh, look at this guy. All about rat. Um. Oh, there's Blackhawk too. Oh my God, I'm seeing all my 71 folks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so I was saying, I typically want to just do one meteorite. I don't do a ton of them. And I hate, if anybody knows about me, I hate collection. Oh God. Collection just drives me nuts. So I typically wait anyway until people collect or people actually get some stuff I can take, because need to fight. I don't even know any of these servers, by the way. I guess that's dangerous because I don't know any of them. But I'm I think I'm too lazy to look too. Oh, King. What up, King? You gonna take my my thing? uh this dude, I'm telling you, listen, as far as I'm concerned, this guy is this. Oh, this isn't the same king. Did somebody rename themselves good? They have multiple kings? Huh. They must have multiple kings. That's weird. I don't even see where that guy is. Oh, king, different king on DWH is VIP 18. And I guess that's not him. Wow, he's pretty strong, whoever that guy is. So I softened him up. Whoever this guy is, he's about to be pissed because I'm going to wait and then I'll take it. Ready for this one. Thank you. Thank you. It's very confusing for me, this king person. He's upset. What are they saying to Biz? You mad, bro? Oh, you see? You coming to take it? I don't think so. I win. Oh, he's going to try to do the same thing to me. Difference is if, although I don't know how, because I probably had to beat some decent people in order to get that. So he can probably do it back to me. In all fairness. That's why I hate the collection. Get into the fights. People got enough stuff at this point. We can just fight. Oh, he didn't get it. He should have. That was silly. Who's this dude stealing from people? I don't know who you are, but yeah, port him out. 'Cause that's not very nice. Yeah, let's see. Let's take some stuff. Think about time. You guys think it's about time to start fighting? Okay. Hey, you can have it. You can have that if you want. Instead, I'll just take it right out of your base. How about that? You don't want to give it to me? Cool. I'll just take it. No problem. Yeah. Yeah, you both should attack me. That's what you should do. Let me know how that goes when you're done. In the meantime, thank you. Thank you for giving me all that I wanted. Appreciate you. Now I'll go back. Oh, you're going to come attack me again? Cool. Oh, another guy coming to attack me. This guy wants some too. Okay. I'll be over in a second, sir. Oh. Give me 1 second. One customer at a time. Cool. You got 2 more over here, I notice. Take that. Thank you. And give me your last one. Oh, no. Smart enough that time. You know, you should have did that a little while ago. Been better off. I was going to move, but Figure I'll just take this one. You are, but you out. Hey, look. It's back. There you go. Thank you. I was thinking of coming over here, so. Not though. I come settle in here. Oh, he's strong. 450. Strong, bro. How strong? Oh, yeah. We're even. 78. See, that's a good, that was a perfect example, by the way. He's got about a 78 air, which is great. But even though I have, let's see what he's got. Even though I have an 83, it's not enough. Like, here's another one, 79 air, or 70, well, 4 plus 1, but 79 is enough to shield your wall from 83. Keep that in mind, because we will discuss that and talk about that at another point. But it's enough to hold up, like, to say, you know, you just got to protect your wall. So even though somebody's strong, I have a missile versus an air, even though it's 83 versus 79, right? And by the way, just because I'm using these crazy numbers that you hear doesn't mean you can't incorporate them into your own world of whatever, right? Like, 63 versus 59 or, something like that, right? So that's why I say it. Who's this guy coming at me? Is he going to get me? He might. Let's see how strong. No, he's not strong enough. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You go ahead. Go ahead. You probably fill my hospital, but you can't get my wall. And that's all I care about right now. Bro. Not used to bothering wasting my time here. So, who's next? Hey, this looks like a good little area. Let's come over here and play around. Let's try this guy. Good one. There. So I get my chest. Gotta get my chest. But anyway, so I'm getting distracted with my thought here. So listen, you could. Oh, is he protected now? Able to grab one of them from him. Oh, again, same guy. It's probably same story. 76. Here's another one. A 76. It's a 76 missile versus an 83 missile, right? So that's a great example too. Of one, and so 76 versus 83. So what you have to look at it now, like we've talked about, as you're building things up, it's not a matter of if you can beat somebody's first squad, as we talk about things, right? To know you're within range. As long as your wall can hold up, you're fine. You don't have to worry about it. This guy just sent his first out to get that, so I know his first is gone. So I don't know who's protecting. I think somebody protected him. Did I get reinforcements in there? Oh yeah, there's reinforcements in there, I think. We'll kick those out. Okay, no, he's good. He's good. Come over and grab this guy. One here. How many boxes do I need? Did I get them all yet? Oh, I got them all. That was quick. I'm like OCD right now. I can't. Trying to sit here and focus. This guy hates me because he's trying to sit here and collect all the way over here, and he was using his one, and then I came over here and stopped him from using his one, and so now he's stuck. Go ahead, man. You can collect. You're good. Let's see. I want to come over here. They seem good. Collect some stuff. Everybody wants to hang around here, so here I got one. This guy. Oh my god. It won't let me. Is this why he's here? So there we go. God, this thing won't click right. Okay. What are we doing? Where are we going? Here's another good one. Oh, Dust, you're gonna get it. You're going for him, right? Are you? Oh no, you're going for that. Okay, cool. Then allow me. I'm gonna go for this. Oh, damn. Damn you, Danny. I was just about to go for him. Danny took those two. Good for you. Good for you, Danny. What's we doing here? They seem okay, strong enough to be able to hold that many, or are people just not attacking? Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? Oh, he just went back in. I just missed it. You saw that? I don't know if you guys are watching that or paying attention. He just went back in. Damn. All right, go ahead. You're going to... Okay. So first, let me get rid of him. Because he's reinforcing the honey pot here. So I'll drain this guy. And it's more irritating for this guy because he can't do nothing about it. And his buddy, he's selling his buddy out. Let's see. Can I get him now? Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you need somebody else, my man. Honeypot. 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 See this guy. Now I know that I can get through at least two of his, which means he put a third on the wall, which is fine for me. I know I must be getting good kills out of that thing. I know it. Tell you what. We better get all my heals going here. Who's this guy? Oh, is this their daddy? Daddy's gonna be mad because he can't do anything either. So, come on, Daddy. You're gonna make him think you can do something, but everybody on live knows you can't. No, no, no. How strong is he? Actually. Yeah, look, 86.9 missile. So he's used to being able to do something. I go nowhere. He's got nothing. He's got nothing. Let's see if I can sucker him in to try to go a long way away to try to collect over here. And then, yeah, nope. Failed. I just needed to get his one out of his wall. Oh, this Danny. I like Danny. I can't fight with Danny. I got to know Danny around transfer time. Here's this guy. I'd like to bother him, actually. I don't know if I can catch him with his pants down over here, but we're going to try. Let's see. Nope. Sometimes when you see people with a lot of these gems and stuff, they get complacent because you see that and you think, oh, that person's too strong, so nobody attacks them. When in reality, they might be able to beat them. Again, you can take all these conversations I'm having and put them in your own mind as far as around your own strength level. Just because somebody has a lot of stuff doesn't mean you can't. They could have their number one out. What it makes people do is because they don't see themselves getting attacked for a long period of time, they end up getting complacent and they start collecting with their number one team or their number two team. And now all of a sudden you can beat them. You can clear their wall because they left themselves open thinking that nobody was going to attack them. So you just have to be aware, even if somebody's stronger than you, if they have a lot and you can get a crystal from them, then you can snipe wherever you are. And it doesn't matter the crystal, it could be anything, right? So you can kind of watch some of this. So I have all my chests, so I can kind of watch some of the action here. I don't know. There's not a ton of people here. This is a person. See, this person's hanging around. Might be where they don't belong. Let's see. I don't know if they belong here or not. They're even strong enough to withhold. Yeah, they're strong enough. And again, this is going to be great to talk about. I can't wait until I'm not distracted enough to talk about this. But these reports are gold to show everybody how, although you're not elite strong, right? Where you look at it as high spender strong, where you can be like, I'm VIP 17, but it doesn't matter. You can be below that and still you can see this person is 7 million power difference from me. And we can look at the report and see how far they are actually behind me, but know that they are still, they take my number one team down enough that the second wall, it's not that much that they're taking on. It's 3,500 to 3,200 because I end up losing more in the fight. I wouldn't keep attacking you. At least I shouldn't, right? I'm going to test you. I'm going to test your wall. I'm going to try to take it. And then I'm going to play the smart game of going, hey, is it smart for me to continuously just sit here and attack you and lose 6,000 troops because I don't like you? Or like, what is it? Why would I do that, right? So most people just move on. If they can't get the crystals or they're not strong enough to get the crystals or clear a wall, then they move on. So, but we'll talk about that as we break down the reports a little bit more and go into that. And I want people to know and understand that just because you look at somebody and you think it's a different game that we're playing right now than we played before when you're in pockets of power, right? So I'll talk about different levels for high spenders and mid spenders and things like that, but it's not just about one strength. It's about pockets of power. That's how you have to look at things that we talk about, right? Between like 75 million and 83 million. And then you look at it from 70 million to 75 million. Like there's pockets that we can talk about. So we'll do that. We'll do that at 6 minutes when this is done. Should I come to? I'm gonna. I'm gonna wait until he's done. I'm gonna come test pun. I'm gonna wait until he's done though. I actually want to. I just want to have fun with him. I don't want to like. Not trying to actually take anything. Hold on, actually. I know I just come over here and help pun. Why can't I move? Oh, they dropped a crystal there and they put that there. Okay, hold on. Oh, where'd you go, pun? Oh, I was gonna help him. I was gonna tag team the guy instead. Oh, that's Blackhawk. I like Blackhawk too much too. That's the problem sometimes with this game, guys. Like, you start to know people and you like people so much, even when you're like, you're a Meteorite. I'm not gonna hit people that I like. It's too many people to hit to have to hit people that you like. Just not necessary. Or I should say. Thank you. These guys just spend an awful lot of time backing each other up. I am start talking and then I don't manage my hospital. Right there, I didn't even start. Let's see who this guy is. Oh, come on. You're going to burn 3 times. Oh, you got me once. Jerk. Oof. He must be him a pretty good team if he went through my second somewhere. Right here. What did he have? Oh, an 89. Yeah, he's got 89 million. 89 millionaire. That's pretty good. I mean, not enough to make me move, but pretty good. Come on. Come get me. I'm going to make that guy mad. I'm still going to attack when he's around. I saw mad. I'm not mad at this dude get. He's gonna get mad. Now I'm just gonna collect kills. And watch this guy get mad. Now I'm gonna do Mewtwo style. I'll wait for him to get reinforced. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you're gonna get closer? Oh, cool. Yeah, you guys go get it. I mean, listen, I'll just keep collecting at 5,000 a pop. I'm good. I'm good with that. Already got all my meteorite stuff. Get my kill event, meteorite, all rolled into one. Much easier this way. See? Keep getting 5,000 a piece. This guy's a cuckold over here. He just likes watching his team get beat. I mean, if they're smart enough, they just run a rally. Honestly, like, like seeing this isn't doing much. So if you guys see this, where like he's just gonna give me more kills. That's not gonna help. And you know, this guy's gonna give me more kills. So if you ever see this, and now this guy just took his number 1 out. So watch this. Oh shit. It interfered with what I was doing. He just took his number 1 out to protect him because the number 2 wasn't working. So then he just got hit. Silly. But now they're going to be in trouble because now, guess what? I'm not going anywhere. So we'll see if the this might end up with you might end up with a whole lot of UXW coming over here because I go nowhere. Oh, that wasn't as good. Oh, don't leave yet. They're not reinforcing anymore. That's why that's not a win. Let's go, UXW. Anybody on? I could try, but if this guy, I don't know if this guy has enough or if he's ballsy enough to want to fight me, but I'll try to fight. See, he took off. He don't want to fight. All right, now this guy, he's got no protection anymore. Let's see how he does. Oh, yeah. See, that's not working as well for you. Yeah, hang around. Hang around. Don't you go anywhere. Yep, I'm okay with that. We get 4,400 coming back. Collect my kills. Oh, he switched. What did he do? He switched something? Hold on. He had missile on missile, and then he went, oh no, missile on missile. How could there be such fluctuation? How is that even happening? Okay. We'll have to look at that one too. A lot of fluctuation in that report. I don't know how we did either. Alliance ranking. Oh, UXW and oh no, DWH won this one. We got second on the second round. We got first on the first round. That's pretty good. I don't have this is my kill event right now. I don't have a lot of time to do it today. So how we doing? We're doing okay. Look at Rich. By the way, Rich is in a WWC kill event right now. Rich is actually against Segi. So if you notice, kill for kill, look how high they are. It's Uncle Rich versus Segi this week in WWC fight. So you can see this is a close battle. This is a close battle to watch. To go on. This guy's got What am I doing with this guy? 36, 32. Yeah. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's not a positive. He goes nowhere, though. So we make him move. When in doubt, we play smart. Right? What is his what was his number one again? He's got a 76 missile. Okay. And I know we're on 118 right now, so very easy for me to get a rally. Oh, there he goes. See, if I can't move you, I'll have you moved. One or the other. One or the other. We'll move you. Who's this guy? And I'm guessing, do they know each other? Hold on. Is he? Oh, okay. He's got that under control. What do we got over here? We got kills? Oh, okay. No problem. Oops. I'm going to rally him too. Underutilized out there. Underutilized. All of you, as you can see, I don't care. I'm sitting here, VIP 17. I throw up rallies constantly. If you can't see somebody, like, I was just going to tell you guys that where I was over there fighting with those guys, just taking their kills at like 5,000 a piece. Where's my rally? Rally, thank you. Come on. There we go. What do we got? Almost. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, we got enough. And we're not that far, by the way. It's just right here. So. But if anybody's around, just throw up a rally. You'll move them. And by the way, even if you see people move, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Even if you're not getting there and you're not hitting them, keep throwing the rallies up. Because at the very least, you're making them use teleport. So they're wasting teleport. So if we've had it before where people are sitting there using teleports over and over. And it's ridiculous. Dude, this person's going to sit here and take it. I don't know why. But they 5,900 to 2,900. That was not in his favor. No problem. We'll throw another rally up. Yep. And now what he might do is try to take his wall down. So what I'm going to do is sneak. I'll sneak another one for when his wall, just in case his wall is down. So see, now you just do this as well, right? See? Boom, gone. Always, guys. Always throw rallies up. Underutilized. If somebody's wall you can't get through, rally. No matter what. Care who you are. Now let's see. Who's hanging around? Too much yellow around here. I mean, these guys probably fell asleep. I don't even know what's going on around here. But I think they fell asleep. Okay, so I was saying to you, like, let's talk a little bit about what we just saw for two things, right? So if you go back and watch like what was happening over here, where there were three people, right? So, or actually, there were four of them. So this big guy came over to the left. He couldn't clear my wall with my one in. So I got to keep my one in. That's fine. That was their strongest guy who had come over. I don't know. I don't remember what that guy's attack. He actually beat, I think, right here. I think I had defense fail versus him one time. My second and third, he cleared. So he was here. He's probably strong. Who's this, Puma? Let's see how strong his THP is. Yeah, look, he's 322 million, right? So I'm 200 and what am I? 270? Am I 270 million? What the hell am I? He's 320. I'm 282. So he's got me by 40 million THP. All right. So that guy's over here being daddy, and he's keeping my number one in, which is cool. Okay. So now I got this guy that I'm trying to attack and take the meteorites from. And now this one was here, and this one was here. So they had two people enforcing this guy, right? So I'm attacking them, taking 5,000 every single time because I'm taking it from the reinforced crew with my number two team. So 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. They already had four people sitting here. All they needed to do to get me to stop taking 5,000 and annoying them was just throw up a rally. If they threw up a rally, I wouldn't have hung around and, sat there and got my wall bashed in by 5-on-1. So just throw up a rally to move people. Anytime you want to move somebody, you don't like where they are, you want to manipulate the situation in the war, you have rally to use. It's an underutilized tool. And by the way, it's not about your power. It's about the fact that you can run the rally. So you can have a 39 million march. Doesn't matter. Run the rally, because guess what? The 80 million people could join your rally. And all of a sudden, you're going to move people. You have the power to move people. So just learn how to play that. The second thing is brackets, right? Let's talk about brackets for a little bit. So power brackets, when you're seeing these fights happening now, the way that it works, at least for us, right? So after season 5, you look at stuff. People are saying like, oh, they're outspending me, or you're out. Yeah, I will review comments in 1 second. I will. They're outspending me. I'm only a mid spender. I can't compete, blah, 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 right? So think about brackets when I want you. And I talk about brackets, it's similar to, like 60 million, 65 million, 65 million, 70 million, 70 million, 75 million, right? Some of these fights you end up being in, and I have to find one that was a decent one. See, that's a poor example. That's a bad fight for that person. See, these are 5,000s. I need like a 30. Let me get a good one for you guys that we saw earlier. Even that's not. There were earlier ones that were really good when I started talking about this. I'll get one. Okay, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good one to look at. So this person right here, if I told you, hey, I'm VIP 17, I have 83 million march, right? I'm big tough guy in the block. And I told you somebody else had 72 million, you're like, oh, I'm just a small cat with a 72 million march, right? Again, this is just showing you from this perspective, but put this into your terms of what your marches are. All right, so whatever you are, free to play, mid spender, low spender, doesn't matter. We'll get into those marches in a minute. So it's really just a categorized fight that we're talking about here. So 83 million, 72 million. You would look at this and be like, oh, he's outmatched. He can't stay in this fight. But actually, if you look at the total of how the battle went down, he 100% was in this fight. He could absorb me. It's only 3,600 to 3,200. Now, do I want to stay in this fight is the question. I'm the attacker. Do I want to stay in this? Because if I keep doing this, I'm losing 231 to 52 as far as drill grounds go. And then on top of that, I'm losing on this one of none killed in 315. So he's got me losing 500 troops to his like 200 troops every single time. So do I want to stay in this fight? Even though when we looked at it at the surface, you may look at it and say, oh, he's 72 million, right? I mean, he's being reinforced he's being reinforced here. So, for example, on this one, there was a million of them that I was doing around that area, though, that the same thing was happening with people who. Okay, here's a good one right here. This is good. This guy's got a 79 million air, and I got an 83 million missile. Now it's missile to air, therefore I have the advantage by far, right? But see, the difference is, you would look at this fight and say, "Oh, you whooped his ass because I beat him by 50%." The point is not that. The point is that it dropped my marks now down, my attributes by 50%. So the second fight I have, now it's going to only be 37 million. So yeah, that first fight I won easily. But now the second fight, I also lose easily. So even though you may be 4 million, 5 million, 6 million behind, it starts to become, when you're mid-spender, high spender, we start to get into how important the T2 is. Then we talk about building your marches and we build your accounts. It's all about that team 2, which is why I give you the advice to say, why are you spending time on your mastery, building your third team mastery? You're wasting your time. You're trying to get the tactical faster. F that. You only care about that second team mastery. You want that to be 80% when you go over. So 100% on T1, 80% on T2, because ultimately, as you're building, even if you're free to play, even if you're low spender, you're not going to build maybe a viable second team yet, but you're planning and you're playing towards something. You're strategically building. By building, if you're a free to play low spender, that's even more of a reason. If you are a free to play and low spender and you are putting any percentage towards your third mastery, what sense does that make? Because you're rushing to tactical? It's so short-sighted. It makes no sense. You will extend getting to tactical by a couple weeks, maybe. It's not that big a deal. So you're going to sit there and have like 12% or 15% on a third mastery that you're never going to use. We're trying to get you to develop a second team. You're putting stuff on a third team. I mean, you're 10 years down the road. You're still working on your T1 and your exclusive 30s. You're so far away from completing your first team. So don't worry about your third team. No, that's just craziness. So don't build your third mastery. But this is a perfect example of what you're building towards, because you don't need to have, like, he's got a tank squad that's 68 million, right? So he's building and he's sitting here with a 79 million air. And by the way, what do I always say to make your second? Make it the counter to the first, right? Whatever's beating you, make sure that second team is the counter. Perfect example why it works. It gives him a leg up to his tank does even better against my weak missile now because of the attributes, right? So let's frame this now. It doesn't matter that I'm stronger than him, and this can go to, if this was 70 million and 75 million, the same thing occurs. You're still in that fight. If it's 76 million, 78, well, all you care about is building that second counter team. That's what we're trying to do, right? And I get it. We're not doing it necessarily for free to play and low spender, and sometimes my advice is going for everybody who's playing the game, but we're getting there. Even if you are free to play low spender, when I talk about it, this is what I'm leading when I'm thinking about, and you guys ask me a question, whatever, this is what's in my head, is all I'm telling you. I'm leading you strategically to this. I ask you sometimes, you guys ask me advice of, should I do this and should I do that? And this is why I ask you, are you a free-to-play spender? I need to know. Are you a mid spender or you third? I also need to know if you're ever going to use the third team. I need to know that. It's got to be in my head that, like a third hero, should you be getting exclusives to 10? Should you be doing this? Should you be doing that? I need to know that, because if I know you're a free-to-play and low spender, then I know that's never going to happen. Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about your masteries. Don't worry about this, right? You just worry about your first two teams. Really, your T1 is all I care about anyway. But even when it's the T2, guys, that's what my advice is. Make sure it's the counter, and eventually you'll get there. What the point I'm making is just because you're outnumbered in this game by a lot, what you want to see is when you fight somebody and this battle happens and they are beating you by 5 million, what do you end up with at a loss, because anything between 3,200 and 3,700 is viable. Shouldn't move you. Shouldn't, as long as your alliance is watching and helping you batch heal your hospital, which is also a key and also why you should be in the top alliance, by the way. As long as they're helping you heal and batch heal your hospital for a free to play low spender, you can hang out and lose 3,700. No problem if you're defending. Again, they're losing more troops by attacking you. They're not clearing your wall. And they're not whatever. And insert whatever million you can do to get there as far as that 32, 37. But I'm just telling you that don't think you're out of the fight just because somebody is 3 million, 4 million ahead of you. And also we talk about building and people are like, I'm never going to get there. You see these insane marches, right? It's almost like, think about it in real life. Sometimes, let's say you're saving and you're trying to accomplish something in life and you think of somebody who has a lot of money, right? Do you want to sit there and compare yourself to somebody who's making $1 billion? Are you going to sit there and be like, oh, my life sucks because I don't have $1 billion? No, they're out of your purview. You don't even, you're just, they're celebrities out in the realm. They're not in your real life as far as necessarily what you're trying to accomplish as your short-term, mid-term goals that are realistic of what you're trying to do, right? So think about it here. It's the same thing. Don't compare yourself to whales that you just see marching around with 124 million and say, oh, I'm never going to get there, so I can't play the game. That doesn't matter. Get them out. They don't count. They're in the 1% of the 1%. Like, get them out of your head. What I'm talking about is people that'll see somebody that are 10 million above them and go, man, I'm never going to be able to play this game. I'm 65 million. I'm never going to get, that guy's like 72 million. How am I ever going to get there? You don't need to get there. That's not your goal. Your goal isn't to catch them. Your goal is to be able to survive on the wall. Your goal is, and that's what you have to understand. Your goal is not to catch their marches. Your goal is to be able to survive. That's it. That's what you want to do. So just think of it that way. Put it, just reframe it in your brain. And I think it just helps you as far as like what your goals really should be as you're building out there, even if you're season 1, season 2, season 3. That ultimately is going to be your goal. When you're in battle, you just want to be able to survive without taking too much hospital hit, without taking too many deaths, and move it forward. Okay. All right, let me get you questions. I'm sorry, I was distracted with this and whatever. Some of you may have already left. If you're not, hey, still give you a shout out. Fallen Hoot. Okay. All right. What is the secret for gold? He asks. There's no secret for gold. If you're free to play low spender, what is the secret for gold? It's work. It's work. There's many different places to collect gold. In all seriousness, we've talked about this a numerous amounts of times. I know I do owe a video for collecting gold, but guys, I mean, gold zombie, there's no crazy answer for it. Gold zombie will always be your best friend, right? So here, I'll go through down the list for you guys because like this, I do owe it to you. So I'll go down a list real quick for RSS. I've done this before. So ways that you can get, just ask your Fallen Hoot here, secret for gold. So ways that you can get gold. All right. I would say engineer. Engineer is going to up your resources, making sure you're engineer and upping up, your mines, getting more, doubling up on your resources in general is always going to help you get resources. So you're getting gold from that, right? We saw Wisconsin. You want survivors and you want to be able to lift your mines to level 35. None of this garbage. We learn now in this game a lot different than we started in season 1. Like OGs started this game. You were taught and we taught each other. Never build our mines past level like 26. 25, because it's a complete waste of resources. We used to see what we were collecting, and when you did the math, it would take us 2 years or 3 years just to earn back one level of the amount of resources it costs to level up. That's out. That's old thinking. That's like, hey, I used to walk uphill in 7 inches of snow back in my day. No. New age, absolutely. Level 35 for your mines. Absolutely. We saw the proof. You're going to get with these survivors 1 million per hour you're going to earn. So even if you start this process early on, the earlier you lift and level up those mines, don't listen to anybody. The earlier you lift them up, the better return of interest you're getting, because you're getting them back, and those survivors are eventually going to continue to push your levels higher for the resources. So yes, you definitely want to level up those mines. It's in your best interest. Honestly, all this stuff is shit on the developers, but they're giving you that hidden weapon that a lot of people still have, that old adage to tell you, don't work on your mines past this, blah, blah, blah. If you're free to play, you're a low spender, man, I'd love to see you working on your mines before your power, right? You have to think about your builds different than everybody else. Everybody will tell you what to build. Like I'll say, okay, your wall and your centers and your drill grounds, right? For you, mines, because you need resources. Everybody else can't just get them. As much as some people give advice to be like, oh, we got plenty of resources. I know you guys don't have plenty of resources. I know you're fighting for this stuff. Plus, we're talking about in the future, no doubt, hopefully off in a period of time, but there will be a headquarters upgrade eventually, and there will be building upgrades past 35. We know this, and they're going to be insanely expensive, and they're going to sop up any resources that you may have saved. So if you're free to play, low spender, incredibly valuable, update your mines, and I would say they are a priority for you, because you need to build as many resources in your base as you can for yourself. So it's okay to be selfish there. Don't just be power hungry. Tech, plenty of different ways. We talked about different ways to get gold. Make sure you're working on your tech. Don't leave stuff. Like a lot of people will tell you, you watch people with like development, and they're not doing things in development for resources. I'm sorry. Economy. If you're in economy, a lot of people aren't doing the things for resources, right? For maxing out their fields, for getting the more farmlands, for getting the increase in the farmlands, whatever. Yeah, you want to max those out. It's another way for you to produce this stuff in your base for free consistently, right? Also, make sure when you're doing the collection, understand how to use the Secretary of Interior when you're doing your collections. Understand how to do that. Don't just collect aimlessly and just randomly collect. Let those things build up. You can get that title and then collect, and it lifts up your collection way more. It's absolutely worth it to do that. Absolutely worth it to get in line when you're free to play low spender. You can see the people on R that are in line right now for it, right? It's, so yeah, when you want to collect free to play low spenders, it's a cheat code to go and get that. That's how you're going to get more. Tell your team, your alliance that you're on, help you with alliance tech. We're in a powerhouse alliance, but your alliance tech has increase in gold, increase the resources for at least the gold. At least the gold, they can help increase the production just from being in your alliance. So alliance tech is another way to do it. We've always talked about the gold zombie, right? I mean, who doesn't know about gold zombie? If you don't know about gold zombie at this one, we got a long way to go. If you're free to play and low spender and don't know about gold zombie yet, please go go look at any video that we make, find a Discord link and just go in there. We have a lot to talk about. Okay. A lot to talk about, but most of you know it's already your cheat code in there. For spenders, any kind of spenders that are getting survivors, Taylor Taylor is a great way to get the deluxe adventure chests and get the boxes. You get a ton of gold RSS chests from this. Again, return on investment. The earlier you had this, the more gold chests you're going to get. It is for spenders though. So I will say, but Taylor, excellent source of resource chests in regards to getting it, and it happens every single day. So yeah, I love that. Getting those plundering bases. Listen, you get the max plunder every single day. Make sure you're using and plundering the bases. I understand, there are dead bases out there. As you go further into the seasons, you don't get as many. But there are bases out there you can plunder on your alliance, and you have to figure out and go by server rules. But guys, the game makes it so you have to plunder bases. I understand out there you don't want to plunder based on your own server, and I get it, but you have to. Like, if you're trying to build, the game gives you those bonuses to collect. It's a missed opportunity to not do it. That's all. It's just another source. You're asking me sources, I'm giving you sources. Your sleds, trucks, don't miss out. Like, focus, especially if you want gold. Send out your trucks and your sleds. It doesn't listen. If you're looking for gold, sleds are phenomenal because they can only be hit once. So any sled that's going to get burned is better than any truck that you can possibly send. So go ahead and let your sled get burned. And it's not realistic. Like, people talk free to play, and I know a lot of people low spend, and they talk about people all the time where they're like, just send the sleds. Hey, refresh, send it. The truth of the matter is, out there, you don't have enough tickets. You don't have enough tickets to send all those, right? So you also have to be smart about the gold sleds that you send, though. Don't be afraid to, you get a gold sled. Don't be too picky. Don't waste your refreshes to try to get the perfect gold sled for yourself, all right? You want to get gold trucks. You want to get as many sleds as possible. So as a free-to-play low spender, you want to use your tickets, right? You want to use your tickets to get sleds. So figure out how you can accumulate. Don't waste on a bunch of refresh. Listen, I don't want you sending out blue trucks. But there was even a good purple truck that I had that had 3 gold shards in it. That was like a purple truck. I sent out, as a VIP 17, sent out a purple truck the other day. They had 3 gold shards. I was like, I don't need to refresh anymore. So don't just think like you hit that refresh button and those tickets don't matter. You know how much they matter. You run out all the time, right? So let's strategize how to use those tickets smarter. Let's just strategize that. Don't just waste the refreshes. Use them to your advantage and save them so that way you can refresh and have a good day of sleds. Figure out how often, just as you do with glitter coins, just as you do with bullseyes, look at your sleds as strategy. And say, okay, I'm not going to refresh a shit ton to get the perfect truck because my goal is to get more sleds, right? So you can work more sleds into your game that way. Just strategically use your refreshes. Also, make sure you're plundering whatever you can. Don't tell me that you're not strong enough to plunder trucks out there. People are sending, and also, don't just see a name and think that you can't plunder trucks or sleds. I will tell you that if you can hold out towards the end of the day, you may find gems out there that are, when I say gems, I just mean like great trucks that you usually can't beat. So even for myself, if I get busy today, I get busy in life, sometimes I get to the end of the day, I'm like, oh crap, I didn't send out my sleds. And I have 3 more to do, or trucks. I have 3 more to do. So I'll be vulnerable later in the day sometimes where I might have to send out a 3rd team sled, or dare I say a 4th team sled that goes out there. Well, you can go look, but the problem is if you're trying to get all those in early, you're not going to be towards the end. Free to play low spenders are on the game more often, right? So you're playing more often. You're getting those digs, you're getting those things. Use that to your advantage too. Try to do your plunders later in the day where you can take advantage of people's sleds that are making and slipping up like that, right? As you get to the end, you'll find plenty of them, but don't be in a hurry to use your plunders early. Don't be impatient. Set a clock, set a timer like you might do for your mobile squad stuff and things like that. Set it for your sleds and use it closer to reset towards the end. It doesn't have to be at reset. It could be just look within that, 3 hours between reset and 3 hours before and reset. I think you'll find a lot more value in the trucks that you're plundering. Obviously, train. If you can get somebody to give you the train, as you can see, we pass the train around a lot in UXW here. Even if you can have somebody, anybody, don't forget, anybody can protect the train, so it doesn't matter how powerful you are to drive a train, does not matter. And now, by the way, they give you the free 5 refreshes to refresh to a gold. So even if you are a free-to-play or low spender, you'll be able to refresh to that gold without using any additional tickets. It's an awesome thing. If you can talk to your alliance and figure out a way that you can structure a strategy where, say to them, hey, what if the MVP every week gets the train on Sunday? Hey, what if the winner of this gets to train? Try to create some kind of competition where you become eligible. If it's only going to R4, you may look at yourself and you're like, number one, I don't want to be in R4, and number two, I'll never get there because they won't put me in. Cool, they don't need to. You don't need that. But just see if you can structurally get your alliance to come up with different ways to be competitive. Think about that. The VIP Alliance store. gold. It has gold here, so I don't recommend these resources a lot because it's expensive. But I will say, like, if you're only going for the gold one for 4,000 gems, you can get yourself, you know, 100 here. So it's a way that you can accumulate it. If you're free to play low spend, I say stay away from it. But if you're mid spend, you're getting a lot of diamonds and you can use it. It's just another source for you to quickly grab diamonds. It beats paying for resources. Let me put it that way. You know what I mean? Like, don't pay for resources ever. Ever. Yes. Please don't. If you're learning anything from me and mistakes I made in the game, I'll be the first one to tell you. I paid for resources. Do not pay for resources. It makes no sense. It's silly. It's just impatience that doesn't even help you in the game. Like, it's just dumb. While I pay for resources, now I sit on 6,100 gold boxes. How dumb was that? How dumb was it for me to spend on resources? I have unlimited resources right now. I mean, granted, I haven't gone through tactical, but I'm just saying, I am sitting on a crap ton of resources right now with minus tactical existing. And as you know, I'm not in a hurry to do tactical, so I'll continue to compile it. Let's see. What do you want? Oh, a big waste of resources. Okay, you want a big waste of resources. Don't dismantle your gear. I hear people out there all the time giving advice like, hey, if you make a mistake, just make sure you dismantle it because you can't have, like, you know, prints in the wrong place. We're all going to get there eventually. You're going to put the gear in the wrong spots. You made a mistake. What you don't want to do is listen to those people and then counter that mistake by making another one. So you're going to put the gear in the wrong place, and then on top of that, you're going to waste a shit ton of gear or gold by selling your gear back. Because somebody will just tell you who's a mid spender or a high spender. Because so what? Sell it back. You get the prints and the ore back. Yeah, you're not worried about the prints and the ore. You're worried about the gold. You know what I mean? So don't do it. Don't do it. Just live with your mistake. It's all good. Move forward with your mistake, and you'll eventually have to turn every single spot in the gear gold anyway. You just go long term and live with the mistake. You'll get more prints. It'll all happen. But please, don't sell your gear. Don't do it. It's just a waste of gold. Especially all this hard work that we're trying to talk about right now. Important way to at least build structurally is people run short on gold because they're not building properly. There's a proper way to build. There's a yin and a yang. So the game is set up to short you on resources. They want to short people on resources because they want you to be stuck and they want you to buy resources. It was how the game was built intentionally early on. So that's why you'll see that a lot of things take different resources. So when I say build a yin and a yang, your hospitals, right, are going to take, you're going to have to give a shit ton of food, right? Not as much iron, not as much gold. So you're going to need to have 1.1 G food. Now, on the flip side of that, if I'm going to build my drill grounds, I think it's drill grounds. Is it drill grounds? I know it's centers. I can't forget because I did max my drill grounds out, but I think it takes iron. Isn't iron for drill grounds, or is drill grounds for food too? I think that is iron. Centers are iron. Anyway, whatever is a shit ton of iron. What you want to do is you don't want to double up and build like two. If you're building and you're early on, you're free to play low spender. Don't build 2 hospitals. Because if you build 2 hospitals, you're going to have an enormous shortage of food because it's taking all your food. So a smart build would be, hey, I'm going to build something that's high on food. Then I build one thing that's high on iron, right? And then if you have a third builder, then build something cheap. Build a mine or build something else, a front pads or something like that, and split your resources out. Because what people do often is they go, hey, I'm going to now work on, you watch me build and you'll be like, oh, now I'm going to build on my hospitals. No, don't do it that way. I'm doing it because I have unlimited resources like this. I don't have to worry about it. You do. Structurally, you may not even have the four builders. You may have 2 builders. I don't know like where you are for builders. But do a yin and a yang. Build something high in food, something high on iron. That will keep you balanced with using resources instead of just completely eliminating one and then I'm doing hospital and now I got a crap ton of iron, but I don't even have enough food to start the next high iron thing because I've used all my food. because the iron, they're still going to use food, just as you see here. Even though it's high on food, as you can see, it's still going to use iron. But if you start plugging away and getting all this food, you're going to have a ton of iron left, and you're not going to have any food to be able to even work on that next thing. So balance them out. That's the best way to utilize it so you don't run short on resources, is just organizing and planning. The Doomsday, like when you're killing Dooms, anytime you can kill Dooms and get a high amount of gold for your alliance, where it's gonna be available for stuff, I wouldn't worry about rankings. Actually, more to me is the first kill for Dooms. Doomsday has ability to give you gold, like there's gold that comes from killing the zombies. Somebody could help you kill Dooms and stuff. If you have a lot of troops, then it's no brainer, like use it to kill some. Oftentimes getting in rallies and just like participating in things are just going to give you rewards anyway. So anytime you can run rallies or be part of rallies that are being run during those events and things will give you just free rewards for yourself of just being active in the game, right? So it's very helpful. It's just very helpful for you. The busier you are, the more you're going to collect in those events. So don't think just because you can't kill things, you shouldn't be out. Simple stuff they'll give you gold for, like spotting a Wilson. If you can just see one of the Wilsons that's created, they give you the rewards just for spotting it, just for finding it, seeing it, clicking on it. Boom, you just get rewards. So again, for free to play low spends that are active, it's just another way where you're able to get it. We all know, like the stores that are, we just talked about Gold Zombies, right? Gold Zombies will give it to you, but don't forget the Gold Zombie store. When you're buying, when you're using those, that loot that you're getting, you want to make sure that you're buying the gold. You need gold. It's there. It's there for you to buy. And all it is stamina and work that you're putting in. People may look at it and say to you, well, those aren't good deals or those aren't good resources and whatever. It depends on what your need is. If you're sitting there and you're tapped out and you need gold to do tech, it's a great deal for you because you need gold. So start your tech, right? Like you need it. It depends on what you need. So I don't know, the gold that's in there, I would say you don't need iron, and the iron, any other resource doesn't make sense. But listen, I know how hard it is to get gold on some of you folks. So by all means, if you get the opportunity to buy it and use your zombie loot, the hell with everybody else. Do what you need. Radars give you a ton of gold. You're doing your radars and making sure you're doing those every day. You're missing out on those. You're missing out on a shit ton of resources. So, it's the activity level again of doing that. What else? Dooms. We talked about First Blood, because First Blood you saw yesterday. I got 6 million bump on my First Blood. Making sure you're doing that is incredibly important. Canyon, if you look at like Canyon Storm and Desert Storm rewards, the individual rewards and points actually gives gold resources and rewards for Canyon Storm and Desert Storm Alliance rewards. Participation in them, you get RSS for that too, by the way. I don't know if you realize it, but they're part of the rewards. So you should be doing that. As much as I don't like it, Street Rush was giving rewards. Street Rush, I believe, had rewards. I don't know. So the Alliance reward. Yeah. Isn't there RSS? I knew there's RSS in here. Is it in these? I don't know. I remember the previous time they had it. I don't know. Maybe is it in the mystery boxes? Sometimes they tell you what's in these things. Let's see. They tell you somewhere. Usually they tell you what's in the mystery box. Yeah. No. I think I could be wrong, but it looks like they did away with the resources, because you used to be able to get like gold and stuff from doing Street Rush. But I don't know. I don't see it anymore, guys. So I guess not. Boy, I'll tell you, add another reason why I can't stand this friggin' Street Rush. They're too lazy to create a new one, like a new course. And now on top of that, they took away your resources that you won for it. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I don't see it. I remember the last time there were resources associated with it. So World boss ranking, kills in that just for participating in world boss. There's resources you can get. Your arms race, of course. Arms race, you get resources. Make sure you're doing your arms race as much as you can. Anybody who can spend and get the custom weekly pass, you're able to pick resources as your reward. It's another place you can get them. 3v3 in the arena gives RSS rewards for just doing those. So you can get gold there. Frontline Breakthrough has gold rewards just for participating. So you should make sure you're getting those. Alliance gifts. I mean, you can come into your alliance gifts, and one of the things that you get is rewards. Oops. Yeah, like, just do it. See what I mean? Whatever you can say, not allowed. Whatever. I mean, this is 100 diamonds. Like, this is just one time. I just got the free ones from rallies, and then you get the premium gifts. Look at this, more resources here, gold and stuff. So another reason why when you're in a top alliance, you're in an active alliance. Look, you get free resources just from the gifts, guys. So it's just another way that you can get them. Zombie defense boss, again, free to play, low spenders, making sure you're active and doing zombie, right? That's another place. Make sure you're doing that, like you're participating. They're also why we're talking about gold, but drone parts. There's an excellent way to get drone parts for the zombie buses and stuff for the defense. Great. Make sure you're doing that. I think actually in our what is this? What is this now that they shit? What is this thing? I forget what they call it. The hidden treasure. Great RSS in here. Great RSS in here for this. Same, like, this just took the place of Secret Vault. Secret Vault and this, both great resources as far as RSS goes. For that. I don't know. While we're here, mobile squads are gonna give you excellent resources. You can find mobile squads that are gonna give you resources. You make sure you're plundering. You can pick. One of my best things that I love to do is when I plunder people, and I'll show you. We can go right now. We can do this real quick. So, a way to plunder, in case you guys don't know, if you don't know how to get to another place, just pick anywhere. You can pick anything you want that you wanna go plunder. So here I'm in, like, 124. Okay, 124 is gonna be the unlucky ones. I'm gonna pick it. Just hit plunder, and now you're in there. Now you're in their war zone. Now you're in their war zone. So now you just want to find the chest. So what I like to do is go. Typically, the big teams are in the center of the map. So find the center of the map right here, and you'll find the teams around them. Once you find the teams around them, you can find where their mobile squads are. And then usually the gold ones, you just zoom in a little bit close here and find zoom close enough to get a chest. Okay, right here. So now what I like to do is I'm getting here, and now I can see them all. And now this is a 6. What I usually like to do is find a 7. That's the max. But as you can see, excellent source of resources here. 359, 359. It's going to give you 400K each from just plundering every single day. So pick the ones with the resources if you want. If you're short on resource or you're looking for resources, it's an excellent source. It's an excellent source of resources. So come along and we'll do the same thing. We should be able to find resources pretty quick this way. Here's another one. Here's a level 7. There we go. And resources, another 380. Perfect. There's another. Now I'm up to 800K. Let's keep going. Should be gold. Sometimes you got to come out because the good ones are out here. Oh, I wasn't far enough. Blue. So I pick a dead server to show you guys. It doesn't seem to be very active, but here we go. Oh yeah, gold mine right here. Look at this. Here's one. Resources. Boom. Here's one. Resources. Boom. Here's one. Resources. Boom. There you go. I just got myself 2 million in resources. In what? In 30 seconds? That's how you do it. Just like that. If you're looking for resources, just quickly. Think about that. That's 2 million every single day. If I did that, that would be 14 million resources. Just off of doing that real quick. Just from plundering other tasks. Not counting the mobile squads that I'm doing. Right? Not counting the ones in you're helping your team with resources. By the way, mobile squads is an excellent place to get your resources. you know. And then, I mean, there's also just simply digging. You know, you can also just continuously go out and go in and put it in here. You're going to get 300,000. And when you work on the tech to dig faster, obviously Engineer lets you do the instant collect. Make sure you're using your instant collect every single day. It's just a free 300K. If you can get into 4 of those and instant collect, you get that's 1.2 million gold just from collecting. You do that every single day. That's 7 million gold. Just from all these things combined. It's not necessarily one thing that I just spoke about. It's all of these things combined that end up lifting you up, and you start seeing the things like hundreds of millions, right? It's by themselves, they only look like 6 million here or 8 million there. But when you're doing them all, especially as an active free-to-play player, you really can get yourself. So anyway, that's all. Take my time to go through that for you there, Fallen Hoot, and anybody else who needs that. So, okay. Back, welcome in. Fallen Hoop. The game is based on energies. Roll the dice. You could, in theory, break a high level. True. Within reason, but true. I feel like skill triggers combined with dodge and critical hits could give you the advantage you need to get a win. If your front line holds for 5 seconds longer, that could give you a win. True. Fallen Hoop, I like this guy. He's actually dead on. I mean, if you can get an extra skill cycle out of your defense, it could make the difference in a fight. Could swing a few hundred, 300, 400. When you look at some of those fights that you're losing, a lot of times they're 2,800 and 2,800, 3,200. Yeah, a few the right skill, especially with air, by the way. I mean, shit, you get a stun 6 times and it changes the game anyway, right? So, yeah, I agree with him. It does certainly contribute. How to get gold bricks without spending any money? I just gave you gold bricks. Oh, I don't know. Apparently, make a deal with the developers so they give you bricks every single time, and that's the way to get free bricks from the game. There you go. But welcome in, Sass. Welcome in, Jerry. Good morning, Rudy. Okay, good morning to Rudy too. Rudy toot. John, another new feature they should bring is an option to choose less people in a rally. Okay. I don't know. I don't know about that one, John. I mean, rally is a strategy, and you need an alliance and you need a team to do it. If you just had 2 people that were able to rally and just 2 people do that together, it becomes too easy. Like, you can't have it be so easy. You need to structurally make it harder. I don't mind with your premise of bringing it down so maybe you don't need 5. I don't mind, but you still want to be able to work. I think part of that is teamwork. Part of that is alliance. There's so much that goes into that. I'm not totally against it. I think you could sway me there, but right now in my head, I feel like it's too much to just have like a 2-person rally. I don't know that I like that as much. I like the teamwork and the organization and the strategy behind it to make sure you're all together. But I get your I get why you're saying it in your premise. And certainly, like, you can travel in pairs and packs and would make the game more fun to just travel with a teammate and just be able to pop around and be able to hit people together. I don't disagree with that either. It would make a free-to-play person much stronger if they had another free-to-play player who wanted to help them in a rally every time, and it was 259s. And see, you're making me sell myself on it now. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I love the idea. I love the concept of it. Man, I love when you guys make me think about this shit. It sounds like it could be fun. Hey, you know what they should do is test it. That's the only way you could do it. You know what I mean? Like, throw it out there like you do in a season and just say, 2-person rallies for blah, blah, blah. And allow you to be able to try it or do it somehow, like a limited skill. I don't know. See how it works. I'm all for that. And over here running out of gold. End of season 1. But I just gave you a shit ton of ways to collect gold there, man. Hopefully it helps. Man Cub, welcome in. QB, we know the whales are living on credit card debt. Seeing a lot of them leaving at the end of season 1. Guess this only increased as season 100%. I totally agree with you. I completely agree that this game is just like gambling. People end up, they can't control themselves, they get out of pocket, and then they quit. You see people selling accounts, they leave, they can't do it anymore, they're over their heads, and yeah, play responsibly, just as you do, gamble responsibly. That's why you hear me in defense. Nothing that I'm doing, I'm as real and true as it gets. Free to play, low spenders. What we have in common, I have in common with you, is the fact that we both have passion for this game. We love this game so much. In that I'm spending, granted, but I love the game. You have to love the game. Why else would you play it? You're free to play, low spend. It's not that you invested too much money into it that you have to play it. I love it that you like it for the passion of the game, that you're playing it. And I don't want you run out of it because I realize that you're part of the game. And that's part of what it is, man. The money goes away. The people that are spending get bored, and a lot of them disappear. They just leave. But the free-to-play people, the low spenders, those are the people I like to hold on to. Like, keep them around. Like, let's figure out ways to make this survive and get people stronger and better. I look at this as completely different as everybody else that says, like, oh, I bought this, so you shouldn't be allowed to catch up. Again, catch up with what? Like, catch up with what is what I want to know. Who the hell's going to catch up? I'm sitting here, I showed you, my skill chips are 9, 8, and almost 9, 8, and 8. What free-to-play player am I nervous is going to catch that? Why are we so nervous that free-to-play players are going to catch up? Like, you've already outpaced them by an unhealthy margin. They're not going to catch up. You're trying to make them be, actually be able to play the game and contend. That's all you're looking to do is keep them interested in being able to play. You're not catching up. I mean, that's so silly. So silly. I'm worried about. Yeah, good for you, man. Keep leveling up. Boy, this fallen hoop guy. I come around more often there, hoop. Like you around, man. Good questions. Good stuff. Good commentary. Big fan. When plundering, the ratio of plunder often hurts me. Curious the strategy on this. Ratio of plunder hurts you. Why would the ratio of plunder hurt you? Curious the strategy on this. 1G gold, 1G iron, 1G food compared to 2G gold, 5. Don't you get yeah, after a while, but you get free plunders every day. I'm saying use your plunder. You don't want to waste your stamina. You just use your max plunder until the percentage drops. You often 5 hits. You use your 5 hits a day. That's all it is. You don't continuously do it because then it drops drastically for plundering and it doesn't make any sense. You just want to make sure you're using your free 5 every day. That gets the maximum amount of gain from it. That's all I'm saying there. That's what we do. MVP gets weekend train. Good. I like it. I like that, Astro. Welcome in, by the way. We play trivia to get the golden trains and random people as well. Fallen Hoop, listen, I'm a big fan. This is some great stuff. Love that. Love that. Gear versus T10s. I put the gear on hold until I get T10. Well, you mean for resources because you don't have the gold to upgrade your gear, and you'd rather get T10s. I don't know. You're different to me in that I don't say rush and get the T10s. I say do your special training normally and advance normally in this game, and don't rush anything. I wouldn't rush my tech. How can you rush your tech when you see people here that are in the OG servers that complain that there's no new tech? You're just sitting there. You're going to be able to go through your non-valor tech without an issue. You're going through it, at a good clip. And learn from us that you don't need to rush anything. Like, rushing tech is what ends up reducing your resources so you can't build. It's not about necessarily just tech is expensive. Tech is expensive because you're rushing it. You're not doing it responsibly because you want in a hurry. You want the T10s. Oh, I got to have the T10s. No, you don't. You don't have to. I don't like that. I'd rather you develop your gear. What makes you think that developed gear won't keep you in a fight as much as T10s will? You're going to get 1 million bump per team when you get T10s. They're stronger. They're a bump. They're incredibly powerful. So is gear. It's the #1 equipment in the game. So why wouldn't you want to develop your gear and just rush to get the T10s instead? I would rather have you get your gear and normally pace yourself to get your T10s. That's what I would rather see you do. It's just more responsible how you're balancing out, because then you're also building things. You're moving your base across. You're not just focusing on one thing. Anytime you focus on one thing in this game, the game wins. Like, anytime you're sitting there and you're only going to focus on your hospitals, you're only going to focus on your drill grounds, you're only going to focus on this, that, the other thing. That's what the game wants you to do. Reduce your resource. So same thing. If you're only focusing on your tech, then you get screwed. You can't build anything else. Your builders just sit there idle, twiddling their thumbs, thumb up their ass. Like, hey, I need some work. I need some work over here. Unemployed builders is not a good way. Although I will say one thing. Sometimes resources for headquarters becomes completely out of control. Sometimes you do need to decrease the amount of builders that are busy in order to save for your hospital. Think in real life. When you want to go on vacation or you want a big ticket item, what do? You save, right? You can't sit there and spend at the same clip and then get that big ticket item thing that you want. Headquarters is a big ticket item. So don't feel bad if you're trying to collect or you're not building at that moment because you need to save some resources, because you just can't keep spending them. If you keep spending them, then you're never going to have enough to get that big ticket item. And headquarters gets ridiculously expensive, especially early. I get it. I understand where you are. So it's okay. Save what you can. Don't spend it like a wild man in trying to build up everything. If you can, find the cheapest things to build if you want to keep active, and don't build the big ticket builds, like hospitals and drill grounds and stuff like that, because it's too expensive to also do that and save for headquarters. So that's the one time I say I would ration out your builders, but otherwise you're good. Is there a way to get hero experience back after spending them on some SR hero? No, you're stuck. There's ways to switch. They give you the in season where you can switch levels with folks, so you can make somebody else that level instead of somebody. So I would maybe use that card to switch them. But no, once you lift them, you're screwed. Same with skill points. Be careful on skill points. When you're down there, there's really no need to put any skill points into SR people, so don't waste them. Follow drill grounds, food, hospitals, food barracks. Oh, thank you. Yeah, good. I was remember what they were. I thought the drill grounds were food too. How you can share them with Alliance so they can be lazy and just click. Should you try only to do UR secret mobile? Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah. Don't waste you're talking about your mobile squads? Absolutely. Those are a huge cheat code. Don't send out shitty mobile codes, man. Don't send that out. You need real deal you need real deal ones, man. So yeah. Let's get. Speaking of rise, during season 1, we jumped to servers that had golden zombies. We burned them, so these worlds for level 10 zombies. On 500k gold per kill or something. That was often 1 to 2 people. And we jumped to servers that had golden zombies, right? So you burn stamina, right, for level 10 zombies. Okay. Right. I understand that so I think maybe what you're saying is your server didn't have golden zombies and you were able to jump to theirs to get golden zombies. So you can kind of double up on your golden zombies. I think that's what you're saying. I mean, that's great. Great strategy. It's just for free to play low spend. I think the problem is stamina. So the shiny task or does stack over time and you're getting the double amount of boxes if you can plunder 5 shiny ones per day. It's 100%. There he is. That's right. That's right, Camzino. Totally agree with you, brother. Totally agree. I have spammed your chat while you were talking. Sorry for that. Oh, no. Hey, you didn't spam my chat. I love it, Hoop. You're welcome back at any time, man. You're welcome back at any time. Don't worry about it. I often try to get to the chat. That's kind of one of my big things is I try to get to the chat. So I appreciate it. I think it's great ideas. Great conversation. DMOR, welcome back, buddy. We're having you in. Chicken Charlie. Oh, man. Chicken Charlie's in the house. Look out. Look out. Good battle in Warzone today. Lots of fun. Oh yeah, did you win? Lori, welcome in. Is there a link to your Discord server? Yes, it's in every single video that we have on YouTube. So you can just go into our YouTube and it's right in the description of every single video. Come on in. As a matter of fact, I think when you go on our YouTube website, right in the front screen, I think we have our Discord right there. So be able to get it there. QB wasn't chasing me, so I would say it was an easy meter. Chasing you. I do not. I wasn't really chasing anybody, to be honest with you. It wasn't a single name that I was chasing. Maybe there's a balance with RSS and text, but there's a lot of no return points. Well, okay. What do you mean by that, Daymore? Know what you mean? We are top 3 alliance. My builders have been idle outside of the versus day. I was thinking T10 for morale. Yeah, I get it. I know why you're thinking. I'm not devaluing the T10s. What I'm saying is, in your brain, everybody gets this in your head. Subconsciously, when you start this game, everybody says, oh, T10, T10, T10. And you start being obsessed with getting T10s. What I'm saying is, it's actually strategically better to just work your way through special training. You're okay. You'll uncover it. It'll be more responsible. And I guarantee you, when you get to the end of getting T10s, you won't hate the process. You'll still build you'll build your actual base way better than you ever would without them. You'll be able to play the game normally and naturally without doing it. And who do you think you're going to be able to kill? You have no gear right now because you're sitting there. I'm going to do gear. I'm going for T10s. All right. So for the short term, you're sitting there losing to everybody because you have no T10s and no gear. Instead, you could have gear and beat people and be just fine with power where you are. T10s are not going to unlock T10s and all of a sudden you could beat everybody. Like, I don't know if you think that's going to happen, but your squads are going to go up 1 million and you'll be stronger and they'll make you good. What I'm saying, just uncover them responsibly. When I rushed to get T10s, I actually hated the game. It made the game unfun for me. I was so tortured to try to get there. And then we got there and it was like, oh, and then I clicked. I'll never forget this moment. It's probably one of the biggest moments I remember in the entire game. When I clicked on my T10s and I got them, I remember how uneventful I felt. I was like, hey, everybody, I got T10s. I was way more excited to be VIP 17. Way more excited than getting T10s. When I clicked to get open T10s, I felt like I stressed and did all that for this. That's what it felt like to me. I was just like, ugh. And so I know if I could have done that all over again, I would have never tortured myself. I wouldn't have gone through the nonsense to hate the game while I was doing it. I wasn't building. I wasn't doing that. It was just like so focused, hyper-focused on tech. It was awful. It was awful process. So I would say don't go through that. Don't put yourself through it. And there was no reason. Now I reflect back, there was no reason for it. I would play people who were level 29s and their headquarters 29, and they were like the strongest 29s I've ever run into. I would be strong 30, and I was struggling with 29. Like a strong 29 that just hangs out and builds everything for forever, and they just sit there. They're 29, and they were so strong. They had everything else built. I remember it was so awesome. And listen, people will talk about you more as a strong 29 than they'll ever talk about you as a weak 30. And what we used to call people who rushed to T10s that didn't, because we were spending rushing to T10s, so we were strong anyway. But people who regularly tried to do it and up their headquarters to just be 30, we used to call them empty 30s. That's what we used to call them. Because you had nothing else in your base that was going to prevent people from burning you. You were just in a rush to get 30 because you wanted the T10s. And so everybody knew that. And guess what? Just burn you. No problem. You were what we call an empty 30. Then when you stay 29s, the other thing you get out of 29s is anybody who knows when you first start this game, first season, whatever, when you're going to headquarters 30, people stalk you because you're level 29. People stalk you because you're level 28. They think, oh, that person's underdeveloped. Boy, can you surprise them. If you're taking your time and you're building out, you become a strong 28 and a strong 29. People try to make you easy prey. No, you're strong. You're stronger than they are because all those empty 30s I just told you about that were rushing, when you build your base like that and you just get strong from a 28 and a 29, you're strong. You're stronger than people think. And so when those empty 30s come in and try to pop you as like an easy target, easy kills, nope. They go away burning. They go away burning. So it's fun to play that way too. It's just another way to play the game, another experience to do it. If I had to do it all over again, I would rather do that. Change later, and I had to steal the zombies. We were able to go in too, by the way, and take people's zombies. We were able to go and get gold zombies. People would pop on our server and get them. So that's normal. Last week of season 5, my R5 has put me in charge of transfer for about 10 or 12 people. Been watching your video over and over. Nerves of steel. Good. Go get them, man. Go get them. Look at those presidents. Have those conversations. Do it upright. Do it upright. Talk to people. Have conversations with other teams in those servers. Happy to hear that it helps, man. Once you are done with the no valor tech, you're struggling all the time to research. Also, if the reach tactical weapon without siege and fortification, you'll never finish those. Oh, man. What a mistake. What a mistake if you're not doing siege and fortification. Ugh. Just silly. Just silly. I'm hoping there will be another round of Warzone before Season 6 starts, and they add back Winter Storm for more fighting. I miss the extra win. I know. Chicken Charlie, preaching to the choir, brother. I miss it too. Those are no return points. Means. Still Season 2. Season okay, it looks like you'll start bunny. All right, I'm gonna go through a couple battle reports. I'm already declined, and I'm already went through Meteorite and went through this. We're already 2 hours in. You know, as I sit here and I do these lives, it's so much goddamn fun, and I get to 2 hours in a blink of an eye. In a blink of an eye. Just so much fun. And look, I haven't played the game at all. You know what I mean? I did Meteorite, and I haven't touched the damn game. Just talking to you all, it's a blast. So let's go and look at some battle reports. Cause I got to get to some folks here, and then I got to cut out because it's Saturday and you all need to cut out too. You got stuff to do. So let me go through a few people here, that I got to, successfully defended. Oh, you know what I should get? Instead of getting into this one, let me get into my own. I had an amazing, I don't know if I lost it already. I had a great win. Look at this. Is this the one? Yeah, look at this. How about this win, huh? For a truck, 83.4, and I beat a 92 million truck. How about that fight? How about that win? Huh? So 8 million, his hero exclusives he's working on. We're basically even in all that stuff. Look at his drone though. 250 to me, 231, right? What do I tell you? Don't care. Don't care about this. Skill. I got him on skill chips by 1. He's got me on that combat boost. He's gonna get to 750. I'm gonna be jealous about that. I will once that happens. Level 10, yeah, we're about the same for level 10 components for the most part. You see him with the bump from the boost that he's getting. 11.9, his gorilla is so much stronger right here, max. With all of this, I can make up anything with gorilla. It's not that big a deal. We are next to one another. Strategic pillar, and then what's after strategic pillar? Actually, is it harp? I can't even remember. I gotta go look now before I comment on that one. Is it Harpon? I think Harpon's my next thing, isn't it? I believe it's Harpon. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm right next to him. He's got 3 in Harpon, and I'm like, what am I, 6 here or something? Yeah, I'm 7. So I'm a 7. We're basically the same. You're not going to see a difference between us. We're too close. So he's not really going to get an advantage there. Okay, I won't go away from this again. All right, so you're seeing that he's gaining his power here. Tactical, look at this, 39%. So for all those that are questioning why I do this strategy and what strategy I'm doing, QB, you don't know what you're doing. Everybody else is doing tactical. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Blah blah blah. Okay, well I don't know what the hell I'm doing then. I just beat a guy with 39% tactical and I have 0%. But okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. 7.9. He's got me in deco. 7.9 to 6.8. Battle cards were good. I split my 10 and 10. He's splitting as well. We're pretty even cosmetics. And then you look, he's got the advantage a little bit in T11s, but morale's close. Really counts. And we're about the same here, right? So he's only worked on it a little bit longer than me. We are about the same. His wall is much stronger than mine, right? So coming in, look at the difference that I made. Now, you're like, well, why the difference? Well, a couple things. I truthfully believe that there is a ton of merit to Swift being next to the Overlord. We're seeing this over and over and over again, guys, that there is merit to Swift surviving next to the Overlord. I'm going to show you another battle where I do the same thing, that I was able to make up a crap ton of power difference by doing this. And you're seeing it, and he absorbs the power. And in this space, you just watch how powerful the battle. I didn't watch this video, but I bet you the battle changes once Swift stays alive next to the Overlord over here. He's just absorbing right now. So those stuns are coming in. You know Swift isn't going to get absorbed. And as we talked about, Air wants to finish this battle fast. They want to end this battle fast. If this battle is dragged out, they're gonna be in problem. They're gonna struggle, right? So here we go. We see you got the early lead on me. They're chipping away my defense. McGregor's eaten. Boom. McGregor's gone. But now you look, they still have the advantage. Look at their advantage, right? But again, look at Swift. Look at Swift work. Look at Swift work. That skill cycle goes down, and as soon as the skill kicks in, Swift works. Just like, if I could go, I wish they let me use I wish I record this and do a video back and forth to go back to that moment. But right when Swift, look at this damage that I'm getting from Swift being next to that Overlord. Look at that damage. 58.2. Huge. Look at it. Look at the whole team. He's 92 million. I'm only 83. That Swift damage is a real deal, man. And seeing this battle after battle over and over again, moving him to the spot. I also had this when I was fighting. I showed you guys when I fought Doberman. I actually talked to Doberman about this. And I said, like, for Doberman, like I was able to beat him, and he is so much stronger than me. And so I team up with his missile straight up, his missile on my missile. In this one, hold on. This one he changed. So this one he threw, I see what he was trying to do. He threw his air. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'll be able to get him every time with this one. I thought there was another one that we had. Missile on missile. Was it this one? Yeah. So here, missile on missile. So you're looking at me with an Overlord, 83.4. He's 84.8. Now, he's stronger than me in every single aspect of the game. He's like 330 million something. He's like incredibly strong. It's ridiculous. But again, I lose these fights to him all the time. But the only time that I was even able to make it close, even in my losses, I moved Swift. I told him. I moved Swift. Also, by the way, Tesla behind Swift. So it's like Swift next to the Overlord. It's just killing. It's absolutely killing. And again, if you look at again the damage that he's getting, I'm equaling out. He's way more powerful than me, and I'm equaling out his damage from 26.2 to 26.1. In no way. That is, considering how powerful he is. Plus, by the way, his Overlord, when he has his Overlord in, he gets Team Anchor, which is crazy percentage defense when he has that in. But even making up the difference, like being able to cancel out his Swift is what's incredible, because normally his Swift is going to camp back here or camp here and just eliminate me fast. But no, it doesn't happen. I'm able to stay alive. And this one, I did a healthy chunk actually I had left for Tesla, Fiona, and McGregor. But I'm noticing moving Swift to absorb in the spot. Big difference in these fights. Oh crap. and get on the train. But let me speed up and resource. I'll take that. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I think I covered all that. Basically just showing you the difference in damage that you saw with Swift and able to conquer a 92 million account versus an 83 million account. So yeah, really good, another good battle. We'll keep spotlighting those battles with Swift up front. So we'll see. What does he got here? What's Gus got? Successfully defended. He's sending me over here. Air versus missile. Oh, his air? Wait. He's... Yeah, air's cooked. Air is cooked. Yeah. Told you. I know as soon as the fight gets dragged out, I mean, air needs to finish that fight faster. If they're not making headway with the stuns early on, it's not working. I mean, this was a slam dunk. 63, 64. I mean, your missile versus air, so no shock here. No shock there, Gus. Anyway, here you go. Pegasus. Let's see what you got. Pegasus. Expired. Sorry, Pegasus. I gotta hit you up. I lost you. So damn busy this week. It's like been wild. Alexi. Okay, Alexi versus VF61. 7.6, Alexi 63.1. Missile versus 4-1 air. Sarah 6.4. Okay, Alexi. Gear. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you got the 5% damage reduction. That's pretty good. Yeah, killing you in combat boost, got you in stock. He's got you everywhere. There must have been something that you wanted specifically out of this report because this guy's just completely overpowered you. And he's got the buff. What was your comment? I mean, you beat him, but it cost you 5,600 to do it. Like, I wouldn't necessarily recommend, like, it's a tough one to hang in there, especially you're playing with fire. You're playing with fire losing, this. I mean, I get it. He's incredibly strong. We just went over this in Meteorite, right? 72 and 63, you're decreasing him to 29 to 46, but the problem is even here you still lost a lot of troops to win this fight. So I don't recommend this. 5, where I don't know where you got. Where did you get this fight from? This is season 4. Where are you fighting this? It must not be plundering. It must, because you didn't lose any. Nobody lost any troops. But so it's in battle, but I don't know what battle. Yeah, I don't recommend this, guys. I know I talked about wall and hanging in there and whatever, but I was talking about 3,800. Remember I said 3,200, 3,800. This is a lot. Like losing 5,600. I mean, if I was taking 5,600 from you, I would hit you over and over again and dare you to try to heal your hospital. You're gonna port away. I'd pour it away. If I was losing 5,600, I'd pour it away. I'm not losing 5,600. Even if my wall's holding. I'm moving. Too much. It's too much. Unless I was really stubborn and I didn't like the person for some. I mean, that's those are the only cases I would say I would hang out. And even then, probably not for a long period of time. I'd probably regroup. I'd probably regroup and strategize to come back. I'll be back. Listen, I'll be back, but it'll likely be with a rally. It'll likely be with an organized, fast rally somehow to get you back. This is a regroup time. This is regroup. I mean, I get it. You're like, it shows that you can win, but too many losses. Too many losses. I am jealous you're building your tank team out though. I like that. Early on here, Alexi, keep going. Keep going. And by the way, 63 million, pretty good. You're pretty good there, Alexi. I like that. Gear's looking good. Gear is looking good. Man, I see so much good gear now. It's so nice to be able to see. You know why? Because you guys are catching up. You guys are catching up. They got to stop you. Developers need to intervene quickly. Stop all this catching up stuff. Time for an overlord. Got to divert your attention from gear. Thanks, Lag. Thank you, buddy. I owe a couple people some responses too. I'll respond back to you guys. I was waiting to do stuff on live. It's just honestly this week, these lives this week have been we've been so freaking busy between doing the lives, and normal life and stuff. Popping in, haven't had time to do other than the lives a lot, but it's been such a blast putting the lives together, organizing us. We had the VIP segment this week with the coordinates list. Can't wait to do that again next week. We got some new, by the way, quickly, I'll just talk about this with you guys, but we got a new segment starting coming up next week. We got another one, Killing with Mewtwo. How about that? Huh? Fun shit right there, right? Killing with Mewtwo. So Mewtwo's going to share all his tips on how, no matter what spend level you're at, how you can better kill and prepare for killing. So don't miss that. We're going to have Killing with Mewtwo. We're going to do another coordinates list. It might not be generated around VIP 18. We're going to have different people present and different stuff coming in. So we'll have, we'll have that happening next week. So yeah, tons of stuff. A lot of work going on trying to get this stuff. All right, let's go. Death to Circles. What do you got, man? Oh, I'm sorry, expired, brother. I'll hit you up later. I'll throw you. Thanks to Death. I'll throw you some bricks, my man. For sending it in because I was just crazy, absolutely crazy this week. Samo, my main man, Samo. What up, brother? What are you doing? What are you out here getting murdered on? Not bad. Oh, wow. I like it, brother. I like you hanging in. This is good hang-in. 74 to 69. Cool. Good stuff. 30. Yeah, okay. 20s. You're hanging. This is ridiculous. What a waste. I mean, I don't know who what let's see when this is. Is this post season 5? Yep. I don't like it. Too many. This guy really have all his exclusives built that he can do this. I mean, that's quite. I mean, 74 doesn't scream to me. 74 on your first team doesn't scream to me that you've built enough that you should be able to do this with all your exclusives. But call me crazy. What a waste. The other day, don't forget, we looked at this the other day. It was just insane. The return for that. Okay, gear. Yeah, so you're outnumbered there. Gear. Wow, really good job. I like this, Samo. Maybe this story's in here because so far you've been keeping up. Yep, drone level. Yep, doesn't matter. Just a little bit there. Yep, cool. Yep, same. Yep, don't care. Here you got. Wait a minute. What was that? Yeah. Masteries are the same. This is really good. Really good that you were able to hang in here. You know what? You know why you were able to hang into this fight though? The 5 million difference? Because guess where it was? Overlord. Garbage. So really good. Good shit. Good shit, Samo. I do like this too, Samo. What an advantage you had by putting Marshall across from Stetman. Good work. Good work. Everybody's so programmed to put Marshall across from Kim. But Stetman actually stronger getting the buff. So getting rid of him is better. I mean, isn't that crazy that you can even say that? But yeah, I mean, that's why you end up with this damage. Look at this. Look at the damage. So if you're going to put Marshall across and kill somebody, that's who you want to kill. And then killing and ends up Kim, because Kim probably survived. If I had a guess. Kim was probably surviving here. Stayed alive, actually. But, I mean, it also, let's be serious. It's a $5 million bonus, so it was damned if you do and damned if you didn't, because Kim was going to, somebody was going to survive. He's going to get very difficult for him to win this fight at all. The fact that he was competitive is impressive. Good stuff, Samo. Good stuff, my man. Yeah, so we got Samo. So yeah, getting a couple in here. At least to do. Look at this. And Shaka. Look at Shaka showing up. Shaka, what are you doing? You in here? You in here taking notes? You in here taking notes? Good having you in. DMR, you're thinking of improving my little set stars after 28 stars, but I'm going to follow you and I will wait until 32 stars. You should, DMR. Good man. Congrats on yeah. Learn from the best. The best. No. I'm not the best. I have about 70 people in front of me that are the best in the WWC community by itself. Are you kidding me? The best. You want to know the best? The best is Mewtwo. He holds the title. So he's the best right now. And it's not going anywhere either, because Mewtwo is up enormous right now against Noodles. I got an update from Mewtwo. Do you know Mewtwo? In, I think it was like an hour into kill event, he already had. Hold on. You guys aren't going to believe this number. It's crazy. Mewtwo's on another planet. Okay. So he sent. You guys ready for this? Listen to this. So Mewtwo sent me a message 20 minutes into kill event, and he already had his first million. He got 20 minutes into kill event, and he was at 1 million. Just unbelievable. The guy he was flexing, Noodle. I know. In all fairness, I will tell that too. So, in all fairness to Noodle just started week 1 of the season. And anybody who knows, week 1 of the season, you're not able to kill anybody. So you're killing a lot of zombies, but you can't really kill anybody cross server as much until, I don't know, probably week 3. You can try to cross the border and do stuff, but it's a waste of time. It's so slow and crappy. You can only get people when they're in their, grounds. It's just very difficult to do, to kill people. So yeah, poor Noodle he's kind of stuck out. But listen, Noodle, you take your lumps like a man. You'll come back. You'll be able to come back. You defend have a few more fights. You defend. Just wait until week 3, week 4. You'll get plenty of kills. You'll be fine. But Noodle, poor Noodle. He's struggling out there. But Mewtwo defending his title, and let me tell you, he messaged me just to give you a sneak peek. 2 hours into kill event, and Mewtwo is at almost 3 million kills. 2 hours in, 3 million kills. Guy is a machine, an absolute machine. Anyway, he'll be here. He'll be here next week. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure the day. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe Monday night. I'll get it on the calendar early enough so you guys can know. And he'll provide you a bunch of the tips and stuff for how to do stuff. So he is unbelievable, killing it. We're trying to get him into the top 100. So that's our goal, is getting Mewtwo into that top 100 count, and we'll have that for you as well. But good stuff. Yeah, Noodle, you were up against the wall, my man. You were up against the wall. All right, Chaka, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you. I'm still out here doing the Lord's work. It's all fun and games. Noodle. All fun and games. Okay. We out as well. Let me get one more. Let me get one more battle report in. I feel bad. I didn't get any in. Let me get a new one. Oh, I do have to give props real quick to the server we played in a Desert Storm yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't have it on stream yesterday, right? No, I was out. Hold on. Right here. This M8F. Thank you. They're 60 server 67. Listen, incredibly strong, well organized, diamond up a storm. They were awesome. They brought the smoke, and it was a blast. It was a good time, and you guys know, if there's one thing I like to give credit to, it's people that are out there fighting strong and giving us good battles in Desert Storm, Winter Storm. I'm sorry, Desert Storm, Canyon Storm, anything like that we have, kill events. Man, they brought the smoke. So special shout out to 67, MAF OGs, yeah, just really, really great battle for these guys. Man, they are strong. They're strong. Man, it's like sometimes I was hitting these guys like hitting a wall. I'm like, what the hell, man? You guys don't go away. It's just crazy. Consistent. Battle was back and forth too. We had a back and forth battle. It was really close. Then they pulled ahead towards the end. We closed the gap a little bit. It was really exciting. I wish I actually recorded it, but I was out, so I couldn't record it. It was really good battle. So I plan on putting more of those out for them, but I did want to give them a shout out because they did do a great job. And now that I've gotten over being upset about losing, because I was pretty pissed off about losing, but in all fairness, like, just give props to them. They did great work. All right. So anyway, I want to do that. I had that up there, and then let me give one more. What I did? Did I do circles? Did I give circles the thing? It just expired yesterday. Okay. Oh, this is all too. I just went. It's yeah. Okay. I added that. Samo. All right. Samo I actually got to. Man, I'm going to get to these every single time. I'm tired of not getting the battle reports. I gotta find segments and actually do these battle reports, guys. Sentiment. Victory over. Okay. Missile. Okay. Elites. Oh, by the way, elites, incredibly strong. We've seen elites before. Man, so good. Crazy strong for elites on 114. You can see. Fought this guy when I was on 88 a lot. He's 256 power. I'll tell you what, he's 256. He hits sometimes when you look at his reports like he's 280 though. It's crazy. Look, 77.8 missile. 256. Don't forget, I'm like 282 and I'm an 83 missile. So he's bringing the smoke. 7.8 Okay, all the gear, all we're looking good. We're looking good coming through. 30. Okay, looking good there. Yep. Got you beat. Yeah, again. Okay, so I know already what's going on here. Okay. Yep. And your T11s are probably pretty good, right? Yep. Same story. Okay. Same story, just a little bit ahead of here. But listen, again, this is the same story for elites. He's beating a stronger team, 77.8 and 79.4. Now the really good fight about this is it's tanks. So the fact he was able to do it versus tanks is impressive. I think again though, it shows you the shit it's Overlord. Watch the difference. Look where the difference of the battle. He's 10.8 and 9.3. So he's getting 1.5 million of this lead is coming from his is just coming from the Overlord, right? So that's where a lot of it evens out for. But yeah, this is considering he's got stat 30. Where's he lined up? Okay. You know what though? Oh, look at the difference in this fight. So even though it's a tank and missile, almost an even fight, I'm going to call it, because the difference is only the Overlord. Look where he has Swift. Look at this. Next to the Overlord. And Marshall is sitting here killing Adam. So you got Fiona and Tesla cooking. Like, that's a bad matchup here too. You know, and I don't know if he designed it, but I wouldn't have Marshall here anyway. You're way better off, guys, even if you're going into a blind battle and you don't know where some of these people are. Like, honestly, you should be going and putting Marshall in the middle. Because the odds are they're going to put their main damage dealer directly across. That's the odd. The odds are that's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So don't put Marshall up here, because you may end up in a situation where Marshall's going to sit here and concentrate on Adam while Fiona and Tesla cook you. And Swift, by the way, because I bet you Swift didn't die easy. And let's see when Swift dropped out of this battle next to the Overlord. So here we are. Up here is elite. No. Okay, there we go. Finally got some damage. Yeah, did you see that? Did you see what he just did to the back row? They still haven't killed him. So, okay, just died. He died. Now look at where they are. They're in a defense battle. That's all they got left. They can't win this battle. It's straight up defense. You're just going to have Fiona and Tesla tee off on Marshall and Williams. Not going to happen. Look at this. Crazy. This is crazy. Oh, Yuja! Miss Ice Yuja. Yeah, but like this battle, I mean, honestly, like you saw the difference, right? So you're spending all the time trying to kill Adam. Like Marshall's sitting there trying to kill Adam, wasting time. Meanwhile, Swift and Tesla and Fiona are teeing off. So it's really like that's the difference in this battle. If you slid Marshall to the middle, I bet he gets a win. He's taking Fiona out early or taking Tesla out early. I bet if he takes either one of them out early, he has a better chance of survival in this battle. No doubt. It's just so play. If you're doubting where to play Marshall or where to place Marshall, you're better off placing him in the middle from protection. Because odds are people are going to put their main damage dealer in a middle somewhere, especially now where we are after season 5. These rules, you can kind of hide a damage dealer in a corner away from Marshall sometimes or in the front somewhere. But when we've now gone to postseason 5, you have to understand, we have multiple damage dealers now that are important to the battle when we're fighting. So you have Swift, that's important. You have Fiona, that's important. You have Tesla, that's important. All of them are incredibly important to Missile being able to do their damage, right? So it's not just one anymore. It's all of them. So if you can take just one of them out, you've helped yourself. But in this battle, they couldn't take any of them out. Because you saw like Fiona and Tesla end up surviving the entire battle. And then on top of that, Swift, you saw the damage that Swift did with Burn throughout. So it's not good. It's not good. So, hey, great win for Elites here, by the way. Awesome. Awesome win for Elites for that. All right, great work. Thank you, Elites, for sending that in. Some of you I may have missed on the battle report. You know what though? I'm gonna send some people bricks if I didn't get to you. That's my fault. That's my bad, not on yours. I 100% appreciate the shit out of you sending in those reports. So I will give a shout out to some of you that I missed. Whatever. Gus, thank you all the time for sending stuff in. Appreciate you. Oops, Gus. Pegasus, thank you very much for sending stuff in. Pegasus, shout out to 862. Always sending in great stuff for you as well. Shout out to Death to Circles. Death Circles is usually in here too. WWC event. Shout out to you and OG61. Thank you so much for sending us stuff in. Have no fear. Seeing this a lot. Sending us battle reports all the time. Shout out to server 162 for Have No Fear sending in battle reports all the time. Thank you so much. And I mean, Landon from server 80. How could you forget? Amazing work here from Landon. Always sending us good stuff. Listen to this. Let's see. All right, I'm going to end with Landon because I'll be here all night. You beat your own server? Charlitos? What is this from? 3v3? Charlitos is incredibly strong. By the way, shout out to Charlitos. Big fan. Big fan. Wish I could have recruited Charlitos, but he's difficult to get away. Ran in, actually, story about people. You want to know quick ways to run into people. Ran into Charlitos in season 3 when we were going against server 100, and server 100 was real scumbaggy. A lot of people that were at server 100 at that time actually quit the game. They're no longer even in the game, and server 100 is kind of dead, which is funny how you look at servers, because at that season 3, right? We're only at season 5. Listen to this story. Server 100 was number 1 in our season. Now, in that season, we had server 71. We had server 86. We had server, I'm trying to think. There was another big server. There was, because we were small potatoes. We were like 87. We were shitty. I'm trying to think who else was in that server. It was 71, 86. I don't have a terrible memory. There was one other team that I think was in there too. And server 100 was first place the whole season, right? But I will tell you, the leader at the time, Mike, I think his name was, something. Yeah, he scumbagged Ramp. Ramp was leading at the time. We put Ramp in charge, and he was working out all the deals during the season. And he worked out some deal with, 100, whatever. They friggin' scumbagged us. And, it was like, and there were a couple other scumbags on that server. And whatever, we were done with them. And you want to know how quickly they were scumbags? Number 1, they left. And number 2, that whole server is dead. That's what happens to scumbags. You're going to scumbag people? Go F yourself. And I'll give you a perfect example here, because I bring it up because Charlitos, who is incredibly strong, we were fighting that season. Me and Ramp would talk through the whole season, who was on 100. Carlitos couldn't wait to get out of 100 because he couldn't stand how they were scumbags. So when your person within your server can't wait to get out of there, when they're strong and they're a good person, yeah, not a good thing for your server. You're trying to bring in good people when you're losing good people, not a good sign. Not a good sign that things are going your way. So, yeah, Carlitos is really, really good. But tried to recruit him a couple times. He's committed to 80 right now, which is all good. But great person to get on the server. Just great dude overall. Had a blast talking to Carlitos during server 100 and ever since. Yeah, and 100 has gone by the wayside. So there you go with server 100. Pun, Jesus, Pun's like a freaking support. He's like a support dad that we got all of a sudden. Pun, it was good. Hey, Pun, let me tell you something. What are you doing, man? I came over. You were sitting there. You couldn't beat that guy's wall. I popped over to. I was gonna hit that same person with you together. It would have been great. We're on live, and then you took off. As soon as I popped in, you took off. I was like, "What the hell's Pun going?" My goodness, Pun. Great, but congrats, bro. I did see. I saw you guys got first place. So congrats to you and DWH for taking it. The server too. And for those of you that don't know, earlier we played Meteorite against one another. So last night, UXW won round 1. We won, and then round 2 we got second, and DWH won round 2. So it was good. It was good for WWC because Pun got the win in round 2, and we got the win in round 1. We flopped up. So it was good stuff. It was good fights out there, Pun. Good fights. So anyway, let's get back to Landon real quick because I gotta get these reports, and then I'm gonna dip. 677. What do we got here, Landon? What are you sending here? Against Air 4-1 beating you. Okay. Did you give me commentary on this? So just only with. Oh yeah. Boy, Landon is okay. He's testing machine. Landon, by the way, absolute testing machine for us at the WWC. Guys does so much great work in testing. Love going into this. So I'm done a couple tests again with guys. Okay, using hybrid team. So hit this one. So Landon was focusing on hybrid team, just only with full missile, looking for the best damage with full missile. Okay, so what we're concentrating on is just the damage, and Landon has a series of them that we're going to look at where he's just focusing on what can do the most damage. He's oftentimes testing. Landon is trying to figure out how to beat air with Murphy. That's what this whole series is about here with Landon, what we've been conversating about, what he's doing. So we'll see here in a few videos. Or a few battle reports. Don't need to break down each one. He doesn't care if he's winning or losing. He's looking just for straight damage on these reports. So that's what we're going to do too. So it looks like placement here. Fiona and clearly Swift's okay. 40.2, 23.2. He's not getting much damage from Tesla in this battle. And all right, and he's going with Swift next to the Overlord. Now, I will say I've seen the best results myself with Tesla behind Swift here. So I'd like to see if there's a report next that switches these. In this report, though, we're looking at Diva is front left as the opponent, and they got Murphy back. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, and I'm sure the 30s. I'm sure everybody's 30 in this bet. Yeah, it's all squared. So. All right, we go to the next one. What do we got? He leaves this. He left. Okay, same. Looks like the same exact battle for him. And it looks like the same. So we're just trying to see consistency here. So let's see what he got for damage here. Same story. Very consistent. Very consistent. I should have seen in this first battle, by the way. 25-34 total. And what was his 3 stuns? Okay. What did he get in the second battle? Same thing. 25. He did more damage. 28. So 300 difference. Directly related to the stuns. Directly. There you go. Right there. 3 stuns in that first one. 1 stun. That was a 300 difference. 2,500 to 2,800 just off of that. Okay. By the way, 10 million difference here for Missile Air. So he's trying to climb that ladder. So far, Luck has climbed the ladder. Here he gets a win. What did he change here? Okay, he changed. Oh, he added Lucius in with missile. Yeah, and going against a Lucius and going against full air, not air with Murphy. He's trying just to see what Lucius is going to do, and he actually wins the battle barely with Lucius. But we've talked about this. We've talked about this. You're getting all from the Swift damage, by the way. You can't have. Let's see what this one. Same thing in the loss or Swift. Yeah. So let's see how many stuns. We're going to compare the stuns. In this one, we had 4 stuns. All right, that's a good win with 4 stuns. That is a convincing win. In this one, back to Murphy against Lucius and a win. So that's what leads him to say Murphy is a cheat for planes, because ultimately, when he had full air, he was able to beat him. But as soon as he switched to the 4, look at this difference in this battle. Wow, this is crazy. This is a crazy comparison. So in this one, he adds Lucius in to take the win from full air, right? So he's able to beat full air. Again, it's a victory with 4 stuns. So this is the ultimate air loss right there by doing it. Now he puts Murphy in. What's more impressive is not the victory attack. Look at how bad he lost with Lucius, just adding Murphy in. Look at the difference. Same positioning for both. Just added the Murphy in and took out Carly, right? I believe this one had Carly. Yeah. Who places Carly with Murphy. Look at the difference. Incredible. Stuns in this were 3. Very comparable battles. 4 stuns to 3. And just the difference of, you're looking at Carly and Murphy. What a difference that was. Crazy difference. But in all fairness, I still would have liked, I'm going to talk to Landon about this, because what I didn't see is Tesla switching with Fiona. Tesla behind Swift would have been his ultimate run. I think he could have conquered this if he put Tesla behind Swift. But I'd like to see him run this again. Either way, great battles, showing you the difference of when you're fighting missile. I think this really highlights the difference of Carly and Murphy in what you should be doing. And we've seen this because I've actually seen Carly in a full air squad after season 5 do much better against high tanks. So against stronger tank squads, full air does amazing. But when you start going to against missile squad, I think you're seeing the difference between Carly and Murphy who are doing the 4-1. And I mean, it's a gigantic difference here. It's enormous. So when does this play out and how can you use this information, right? Let's talk about that for a second. So it doesn't mean you necessarily make your squads the one way or the other, doing this. You have this knowledge. And now when you're in the middle of battles is when you want to take this away. So if you're on kill event or you're in a server or you're doing something and somebody's beating you and maybe they have a Lucius or they have a strong missile and you're doing it, what you want to be able to do is, if Murphy is strong for you, if you've worked on Murphy's exclusive weapon or whatever, that's a good opportunity for you to plop gear right then and there on Murphy and make the switch. You can do it midstream, mid-battle, right there. You just take the time, stop for a minute, jump in and whatever. Maybe you got ported. That's a perfect opportunity. If you're ported somewhere else, you should be healing your hospital and get everything cleaned out. Don't just port back in blindly. Wait, give it 5 seconds. Regroup. Maybe you want to switch your heroes around, switch your guns based on how the war is going or how things are going. That's when you're strategically going to pop back in. So what I want you to do is actually analyze, heal your hospital, right? You just got ported from a war. Heal everything in your hospital. Take your time. Batch heal. No need to use speed ups. Take your time to batch heal at that moment. Be out of the war for 1 minute. No problem. Batch heal. Clear the hospital. Look at your squads. Is there somebody you want to switch? Now's the time. Put the gear. Switch around a little bit for yourself. Get everything lined up. And then hit and run. Go. It's not time, by the way. I'm not saying you have time to sit there for 30 minutes and read through battle reports and figure out what you want to do. You need to have this information and locked into your brain going in. These are things you should be writing down. These are things you can look at really quick to go, how the hell did they beat me? Right? Like right here, if you're Charlitos, let's say you're in a war and you're Charlitos, and Landon comes up behind and he hits you and you have this happen. And let's say this ports Charlitos, or let's say he just has it happen right here, right? Charlitos goes, F that. You got Lucius with missile and missile anyway. You're beating me with missile. No problem. And then he goes and switches and he has this happen instead. And now Landon's all screwed up. Landon's like, shit, he's got Murphy in there. You know what I better do? You know what his counter is? I better go full missile. And now he hits Charlitos again. What happens? This happens. Full missile against the 4-1. Now all of a sudden Landon can't get a win. But if Charlitos just sat there and didn't think on the fly, he'd be having this happen all day. And now the difference of why you do it on the fly and do it during the war is because you can deter Landon from even hitting you anymore. Once Landon sees one report like this, ask anybody. You can ask Pun, ask anybody. During a war, you hit somebody and this is the result right here. Yeah, you're not coming back. You're not coming back. What you're waiting for is them to take that out of their... You're waiting for them to take that out of their base. Now you're watching for them to use their one. Because that's when you know you're going to get. That's when you know you're smartly going to strategically hit them. But if you get this as a result, no. Why would you do this again? It's dumb. You got to attack smartly. You're not going to sit there and just lose troops over and over for no damn reason. It's stupid. So, like, if you know this is a battle, so think about that difference, right? Because I guarantee you, if you have this happen, you're like, oh hell yeah, I just beat him. So if he's got, and the reason why this is big, you may think, yeah, but you're still going to lose the battle. Not in a server war. So in a server war, somebody like Charlitos may be actually going in and leaving his one in to be safe. So he's leaving his one in, and he's actually sent his 2 to a cannon, and he sent his 3 to attack somebody, or he sent his 3 to the capital, right? So he doesn't have the enforcements. He's actually counting on his 1 to hold his base here. So if Charlitos gets this may be like, oh shit, I'm screwed. He's going to port me because he's attacking me over and over again. As opposed to him being able to have Murphy here and having this be the experience. And now somebody strong like Landon is like, oh shit, I'm not going to mess with him because I'm not even coming close. So screw it. I know if he has his number 1 and I can't attack him anymore. Mental note made, and then they move forward. Way different. You just changed. If you're around Landon, you just changed your war experience. You could have been ported and got out of there. A team may not have even been able to hold the cannon. The team maybe didn't get to the capital because you got ported. Instead, that capital hit happens, right? You're in the cannon. You're protecting there. Huge difference. Huge difference in the experience of playing a server war. So it's just smart to stick around and make those experiences and do it. So that's how you can actually, if you're wondering and watching this battle data sometimes that we go over, that's how you can incorporate it. That's how I expect you to take mental notes and use it. Not to mention, do some damn sandboxing on your own, man. It's fun. Throw these heroes around. Send us some reports. Like, do this stuff. Like, it's just a blast. And as you can see, like Landon, he's doing it on his own server. He's doing it against Charlitos, and they're just having fun testing these things out. Because during the week, the game won't let us do anything on Sunday. You know, Monday we have Winter Storm, so I'm not going to count them on Monday. But Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what the hell are you doing? You're looking for shit to do. Guess what they're doing? This. Why not? It's a blast. Have some damn fun out there. Hit somebody on your own server. Get it to agree. So what? What are you going to lose? A handful of troops? I mean, really, like, what's Landon probably going to lose? 600 troops? So maybe the max he lost, maybe he lost like 2,000 troops in all this. Who cares? Who gives a shit? 2,000 troops out the window. But he had fun. He learned something. Right? That's having fun with the game. And also, by the way, we talk about folks who say, hey, you need a reason to log in, right? I don't have anything to work on. I don't have reasons to log in. I don't do whatever. Here's a reason to log in. Here's a reason to log in right here. The game is what you make of it. The game is what you make of it. right? And as you can see, by the way, if you're thinking, oh, that's only high spenders that are doing that shit, that's not for me. Hey, Landon's over here at 67 million. He's not sitting here like with an 80 million squad. He's trying to figure out at 67 million how he can beat stronger people. That's what he's doing. He's not just whining. He's not just saying, oh, the game's all just pay to win. I can't do anything. This game sucks. No, Landon's like, hey, I'm going to figure out how I can beat stronger people. How I can get in these battles even though I'm not spending as much. You know? So maybe he's, like a light spender. Maybe Landon's a mid spender, light spender. I can tell you what, 67 is not a high spender after season 5. I can guarantee you that. It's not. High spenders are 80 million. Charlitos is closer to a high spender than Landon is here. 100%. 100%. And then you get in that high spender category and you're looking at anywhere from, 80 million to 100 million. Is reality of like what high spenders are doing at this point, right? Maybe even 95 million, maybe like 80 million to 95 million. You're getting over 95 million at this point. You're like, yeah, you're whale. You're getting to be whale territory. Like you get the 100 million, like you're a whale. You're crazy. You're strong as hell. It's like 124 million. It's like we don't even pay attention. Don't even pay attention anymore. It's like okay, I just know. Get those teleports ready, like Pun over here is using 100 teleports. Get those teleports ready. You see 100 million. Oh, peace. Later. You're out of thing. Hey, Landon, amazing, man, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Landon. Appreciate you. Okay. So, I tell you what, I got a ton of these things I can just go through, but it's Saturday. We've been on here now. See what I mean? I just talked about the time. It's already 2.5 hours. How long are we supposed to be on here with these lives? I get like carried away. I could be doing this all day with you guys. It's so much damn fun. But we gotta call it quits at some point. This is getting. Oh my God! Welcome in, Sky Crew. Welcome in. How dare you say that? Because you retracted it. It must have been awful. Whatever you just said. Davey, what do you got? My server had a top 5 finish last season. After season, 150 players transferred out. Yep, there you go. Yep. Well, what are you gonna do? Top 5 season. It must not have been happy. Got to retain these people. Got to retain them. Give them a reason. That's the server that I'm on, 118. That's how 118's been able to do it. Like, after season 2, 3, 4, they're slowly just adding. Been able to recruit. You got to care about the other alliances, and it's a complex strategy to figure out how to retain a bunch of people on the alliance. It's not as just simple as like, why aren't you just nicer to people? Nope. It's not that simple. There's steps that you need to take. There's right steps you could do. What I should do is probably bring Doberman on. We should probably have a time where we have Doberman in here, and Doberman talks about how to get a server, build a server, and keep them strong. So everybody knows from earlier servers. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll dial that in. See that another segment. Look at this. Maybe it'll be like a leader segment. Maybe we can get some like leaders of teams and presidents in here and talking about like how you guys can successfully build servers and retain talent and keep people in the stuff they went through. So, oh, there you are, Sky Through. I'm sorry. I called you out that you were retracted, but you were good. Shout out to 1491 out there. Patty, welcome in. Always good to have you. Yeah, always shout out to Pun and congrats again to DWE. Let's see. How much gathering you do? 0. He ports around. He did not gathering. Brother, server 1950. 1950. All right, Paulo. Shout out to server 1950. Damn, I love hearing these high numbers, man. You guys know how I get excited about these high numbers. I just love hearing that this game's continuing to pump away. I just saw a 212 pound person lose a champions duel. Someone who was 180. I'll tell you though, Astro, those champion duel things, it ends up being luck. It just ends up being luck. I mean, so let's think about 212 and 180. I just showed you that I was able to win a 3v3 versus Dober, right? And Dober is way stronger than me. Like, look at the total hero power. He's 330 and I'm 280. So I got him by 50 million. And I beat him in 3v3. That's the same thing as a champions duel. It's a guessing game. Sometimes you can get lucky and win that 3v3 if you just have the matchups go. Although that's 3v3 though. The champions duel will play it out like a storm arena and they'll do it. But still, I mean, if you hit, I don't know, that's really good for, I guess when you think about it from a storm arena perspective. I mean, they must have really got some bad matchups. You must have like, their air must have not been good. It must have been really, I don't even know how that happened. Astro, do you know, do you have any, are you able to get any reports from that? That 212 from 180? I'd love to see a report on that. Because I don't even know how you conquer that from a storm arena perspective, because all teams are going to hit. I know how you do it 3v3. But that in my head I get. But storm arena, that's tough. So in Champions Duel is based around the storm arena. Right? Yeah. Isn't it? I can't remember. How is that Champions Duel when we do it? Is it just the 3v3? Or is it is Champions Duel a duplication of Storm Arena or 3v3? Get that in my head. What is it, 3v3 or Storm Arena? I thought that there was, I thought it was the Storm Arena where you just keep where they keep going afterwards. Until the team loses. So the leftover teams still get to fight in like round 2, round 3, round 4. Do I have that right? Make sure I remember that correctly. I don't know. Somebody out there tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I thought there were multiple round 2, 3, and 4 continue to go down. But that's how it is, right? It's like Storm Arena, isn't it, Astro? Where it keeps going until somebody zeroes out everybody's teams. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Teams of 5. Talking about. That's not how we just had it. I just did the Champions Duel. What I mean, yeah, more. I thought so. Yeah, it's Storm Arena. Yeah, it's Storm Arena. It only said team of 5 because it goes 5 rounds. It can go one team could knock out all 3 of your teams, and then it ends up being like a whatever. It's matchup based. It's just the matchup based as you're doing it. But then I thought I remember it being the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round. I don't know. I don't like Champions Duel, so I don't like it. I think that it's I don't know. It's more or less like, to me, of people that are just like really strong getting like an extra badge, like pat on their back. I think it's like, you know, you're throwing strong people a bone. Like devs just say, you know, like, hey, let's celebrate you again. And then march you around the Capitol. Like, because, you know, it's like, I don't know. I get this is, you know who probably likes it? VIP 18s. Hey, listen, if this is what you're going to get the VIP 18s to keep them happy and keep them playing and doing stuff, cool. I'm fine with that. Just don't give upgrades. I wait 4 months. Just give us a 4-month break for free to play and low spenders, and let this happen. I'm fine with that. You won't hear me complain about it. I'm cool with that if you allow free to play low spenders to just like chill out. So, anyway. Listen, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's Saturday for me. I'm not sure where it is for you guys out there, if it's nighttime or not. But listen, thank you for joining us today. Truly appreciate it. You could have been anywhere, and you were with us. And for that, I appreciate you. QB18 out.